niggas aren't even ready for God Valley being animated. You're not. You're not ready. Your brain can't even comprehend that. They don't even know who Zebek is. You don't know!
Hey, turn me up, Valley. But I don't know if it's just me, but when I first caught up, the community was fine. It was okay. But in these past couple years,
wait, what? How long ago was this? 2 years ago? Okay.
It has gotten so much worse. And dare I say it, and I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the community has gotten way dumber.
Dumber? This is from 2 years ago now. This is from actually no, was Elbath 2 years ago? Nah, surely not, right? I don't know.
So I feel like as a community, we have some things that we need to be reminded on in the way that One Piece functions. So today I have 5 hard facts that One Piece fans need to accept. I'll be honest, it was hard coming up with 5 because there's so many dumb things that One Piece fans say. But I think I got down to the core 5 things that I want to talk about. And number 1 is just the undeniable fact that the OG 5 Straw Hats are always going to be more important than the rest of them.
Why would you say that?
And what I mean by
that's a truth.
They're always gonna get more
truth.
screen time and more attention in the narrative than anybody else. Even when those OG5 don't have anything going on, Oda will still find a way to shoehorn them in just to give them the.
Bro, I can't lie. Get that nigga Jinbei out of there though. Can't lie. Get that nigga Jinbei gone. Real shit. Real shit. He provides nothing to the. He provides shit. You feel me? He provides something. But like, bro, why are you here? Let me know, why the fuck are you even in? Like, bro, we get it. Why can't you just be like a Yamato or someone? You feel me? Someone that's just calm. Just he there. You get me? When we call him up, yo, he there to back us, type of thing. But, bro, I don't care. I don't care if you helped us in fucking Ennie's lobby, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care if you saved us there, bro. Like, bro, I don't care, man. You were there for the plot armor, but fucking, hey, nigga, you serve nothing.
Screen time they need, or sometimes the screen time they don't need. I'm sorry, bro, but if you weren't at that barrel scene, I just don't think Oda cares about you like that. I'm just taking what the story give me, and it just makes sense. These were the core members. They all put their foot on that barrel and said their dream. Like, that is an iconic moment of One Piece, and only those 5 were there for it. And we all know how important dreams are in One Piece. So for all of them to come together and declare their dream together,
I feel like Chopper has a lot of screen time. Sometimes. I don't know. Chopper has a lot of screen time. Actually, no, Robin doesn't. Robin really doesn't. Shout out to Robin, man. She a real nigga. Let's tell you that.
That really means something. Like, these people are really the heart of the crew. Even all the way down to the way that they were.
Sanji really hasn't had that much screen time in fucking in Elbath. I'll tell you that. Barely.
Recruited. All of these OG5 Straw Hats are people that Luffy encountered just by random chance. He didn't have a log post. He didn't have an idea of where he was going.
I don't think this is a hot take. I think this is it's just true, innit? Because that was literally the core of One Piece. Those 5. You feel me? Those 5 embarking on the journey. And if you find people along the way, you find people. You feel me? But they were the core and the synergy them man have. Every single one of them, bro. Oh my, it's so, bro. That's why I understand why people say like pre-time skip was a lot funnier in that sense. But I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like shit it had to get real, G. It's not all like fucking flowers and this and that. Bro, shit had to get real, man, because bro's an emperor now. Like,
he just ended up in the place that these people were gonna be at. And I think it ties in a lot to the themes of fate in One Piece and how Luffy just draws these people to him. I will say though, Robin is an honorable mention to this because she's also very important to the narrative and also gets a lot of attention. Not just,
well, I don't know, I would say the most important character. Because without her, you're not even finding a One Piece, G. She's the only person that knows how to read the poneglyphs in the group, G.
In the story, but around the world of One Piece. And she's another character whose dream is integral to changing the entire world of One Piece, so
my better be hot or smacking the shit out of you, word of blood.
As for number 2 on this list, it's time for people to just accept the Admiral's strength, bro. They're up there. A lot of people wanted to say,
I can't lie. I didn't deep until recently like how fucking strong they are. Like they were strong before, but they didn't like The only person that posed a big threat to me was Akainu, bro. The way that what that nigga done? Oh my god. No stopping that nigga.
That they wasn't up there, and now we seeing it firsthand, even though we already seen it. But niggas was just in denial about it. But I think.
But I can't lie. What's his name again? Who's the brother with the flat, like the lightning? Not the lightning, but like the
Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah. Terry. 1 month away from 1 year. What a nigga. But I can't lie to you. Yeah, that Kazaru brother. Serious brother too. And not Akainu, what's his name? This nigga, I forgot his name. Shout out to him as well, bro. Bad man still, but he's a rogue agent now. But I like him.
I think it's very clear to say now that Zoro and Sanji are not Admiral level.
Excuse me? Zoro and Sanji are not Admiral level.
At least not yet. And I honestly...
I think Zoro is. In Elbaf, 100% Zoro is. 100%. 100%. He's definitely Yonkai level. But the thing is, Admiral's a... He's definitely Admiral level though, Zoro.
think at this
I
point...
don't know about Sanji though. He needs to fully master his shit. Broski, yeah, and things got conquers. Bro, like, he's good. Zoro's good, man. Zoro's hanging, bro. Once he masters conquers properly, brother, he was fighting with conquers without even knowing that he had conquers. And he mastered that. Bro, I would even say King was Admiral level. The nigga that he beat. So, I mean, shit.
It's disrespectful to the admirals to even compare Zoro and Sanji to them.
The perfect soldier, Sanji.
The admirals are well above your average commander.
They're not well above, G. Certain ones are. There's maybe one or two that are.
I don't know where that came from, that the admirals were commander level. That's just not even funny. But the thing about the admiral thing is, this is a long time agenda. Imagine somebody who's been watching since Marineford. This has been downplaying the Marines for 10 plus years. And you think he gonna stop now? One day we really need to have a talk about Marineford and how that damaged the admiral agenda so bad. But it's
the fact that what's it called Zoro was able to fully control Enma. Broski, after learning that shit and becoming the king of hell, Broski, he's pro 100% he is. I don't know about Sanji though. Sanji done some mad kick against that one brother, but that was like the what's it called, like some fat fucking dinosaur or something. Done his thing there, but I don't think Sanji ain't stronger than Zoro, but Zoro's definitely thingy level.
Shouldn't have, because the story gave every narrative reason for why the admirals couldn't go all out in that fight. But, you know, One Piece fans can't read, so at the end of the day, One Piece fans see what they want to see. And what they wanted to see was the admirals can't f with Yonko. But it's like they should have just seen this right over the horizon, because every time we see the admirals in story, Oda always nerfs them. He finds a way to distract them.
He's right. Oh, he's actually right. Oh.
Or he finds a way to make it so that fighting is antithetical to their mission, or he finds a reason for why they have to hold back. And after a while, it became obvious to me that Oda was saving the admirals for the end of the story. And you know what happens at the end of the story, right? You fight your strongest enemies yet. I'm not saying...
No, I'm not going to disagree on that. I'm not going to disagree. We haven't actually seen an admiral at full capacity, full this and that. We haven't. And actually, yeah, you got fucking Garp as well. Garp ain't even a fucking admiral, and he's stronger than one of the admirals. I'd say, what's the ice nigga's name, bro? I keep forgetting that brother's name. He's stronger than that brother, 100%. The nigga that he trained, he's definitely stronger. The reason why he got was because like yo niggas were just in his way, bro, and he had to save them. That's why he got stabbed in the back there, bro. He was gonna do something dirty to him, G.
That the admirals are stronger than Yonko, even though I think some admirals are
strong,
stronger
bro.
than some
Like,
Yonko. But it's time to smell the roses, bro. Oda saved them this long for a reason. And y'all can keep coping, but eventually you're gonna have to start understanding how these type of things play out.
I'm smoking on Bhutanese shadow garden grown dark.
I'm telling you, yeah, if Luffy could control, man, if he could last more than 10 minutes, is it 10 minutes or however long that he is with his Gear 5? Bro, I can't lie, but I just don't think that's a possibility. The only thing, like, it is possible, but like, bro, you need to let that fruit consume you. And hey man, that might happen real soon, bro, in the manga. I'll tell you that. That might happen real soon, bro. Cause he's in death's door, G. He might be dusty.
Evil pack.
One Piece fans always prove that they have no understanding of how these things play out, and this leads me into my third point. Linear power scaling does not work in One Piece. You have to stop, bro. One thing about Oda does not really care about power scaling like that. He has made it obvious. The story will always come first before making consistent power scaling. So I see a lot of One Piece fans make these comparisons of like, X character has top tier hockey. They got advanced conquerors and advanced armament, and they have a OP devil fruit. So they should beat this character who only has an OP devil fruit and just good armament and advanced armament. He should beat him.
It's false.
But Oda don't write his story like that. A prime example is Roger versus Whitebeard, and the amount of people that I've seen recently arguing that Whitebeard is stronger than Roger by the argument of Roger just had top tier hockey, but Whitebeard had top tier hockey and a OP devil fruit. I'm sorry, bro, but Oda does not write his story that logic.
No, but Haki transcends all, bro. You should know this by now, bro.
At the end of the day, narratively, if Oda wants Roger to be stronger than Whitebeard, he's gonna be stronger than Whitebeard. And there's not gonna be any good reason for it other than Roger had more magic points than that nigga. That's just how it go. It's the same shit when people talk about like Dofi versus Ulti. Well, Ulti was able to fight this person, and this person beat Dofi like this many episodes ago, so
Yes, but actually no.
it don't matter. Dofi is more important than Ulti, so if we see Dofi fighting again, he's gonna be stronger than Ulti.
Yo,
'cause that's just
Wano
how
was
it go.
something
Especially
special.
in Shonen, bro. Consistency doesn't matter that much when we're talking about insane, physically impossible shit.
I agree. I agree because broski, I can't lie, realistically, like even though what's it called? Even though Luffy's fruit is fucking insane. Bro, that nigga died that nigga died at least, I don't even know how many times against fucking Kaido G. Bro, because of narrative and story this and that, he won. When realistically, bro, he shouldn't have fucking won that, G. Plus, that nigga was drunk and he was just like, bro, I can't lie. At this point, yo, I found someone that's somewhat, you get me, up to par. Hey, man, let's rock it out. And because of the narrative, he gained Gear 5 and, you feel me, awakened his fruit and we learned about the real fruit, who he is, blah, 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 blah.
Happening anyway. So it's always funny to me when anime fans...
And realistically, he shouldn't... People argue that, did he really beat fucking, bro, I'm gonna bring up the brother's name, G. That's it, Kizaru, sorry. Kizaru. Did he realistically beat Kizaru? Technically, he did hit him with one hit, and then he was dusted, G, after he hit him with one hit. But so was Luffy, he was hungry, but then people also argue, off-screen, Kizaru gave him food, so he could regen, and then, obviously, beat up fucking the goddess. Man, we don't know. We don't know, bro. But we just know that that nigga Kizaru was going through a lot, bro, in that fight. Mental challenges because he just emmed off fucking Dr. Vegapunk. You feel me? And he was just holding back, and you could just tell he was. You could just tell, even what he was saying, he was holding back. Like it was, yeah. So technically, we haven't actually seen him at full capacity, bro. Full just like, and that was because of the narrative. Like Luffy realistically shouldn't have won that, but because of narrative, you feel me? Yeah.
Try to create consistency in it, and I see them do shit like this in other fandoms too, like Naruto and shit. Y'all look so ridiculous. Like measuring out the pixels on a page to see how big an explosion is.
Is it crack? Is that what you smoke?
As if Oda or Kishimoto didn't just draw it that big because that looks good enough, that looks cool, that looks strong enough. Power scaling is fun, don't get me wrong. It's fun to argue with people about power scaling. But just keep the story in mind when you're talking about it. Because you're going to end up believing in some stupid ass agendas.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
What's the next one? I can't.
Speaking of stupid ass agendas, at number 4 we have Kaido is not top 1. I see a lot of people argue that Kaido is top 1 based on the feats that we've seen, which is just unfair.
What, top
because
1%? Oh, bro, come on now.
Always got to add in the MC fight tags. What? When someone fights the main character, they're always going to look really strong because the main character has to get a long drawn out fight where everything is going to get shown on screen. As opposed to Kaido fighting Big Mom for 3 days and we didn't see that at all.
We're not deep in yet. Also, yeah, he was beefing. He was also beefing Big Mom for 3 days before they had that little feast, yeah, that little gathering, and then them niggas pulled up, bro. So he barely had any time to rest. You feel me? Then he's versing fucking he's versing Killer, Zoro, Luffy, and fucking Law at the same time, tanking their attacks. And he's also coming across the oh, what's the fucking, bro, who the brothers? Oh, there's like 6 of them. Oh, I forgot. But it's to do with the whole thing of Wano, bro. Like how they were called like the 6 ghosts or something, and then they came back from the dead. They basically got TP'd ahead of time. I forgot what that group is called. He versed them again, M them off, every single one of them. Got them all dusted. And he's versing Luffy for God knows how fucking long, whilst also keeping a whole fucking island afloat, bro. Yeah, also the Wulong brothers. I don't know if I already said that. The Wulong wolves and them things there, beefing them. Max when they're at their max form, Moonlight hitting them, everything, bro. Then he versus Gear 5 Luffy. Bro, that nigga's strong as shit. He's strong as shit. By the way, niggas don't realize also, bro, Big Mom, I can't lie, they're lucky they dusted that woman into a fucking, into a volcano, bro, or lava. They're lucky. We don't even know if she's still alive though. Imagine if she just resurrects, even survives that and resurrects from the fucking dead. GNT, that would be mad if if Kaido and Big Mom are still alive. But, bro, of course he's a top 1%, bro.
Or Shanks and Mihawk duels. We haven't seen Shanks and Mihawk duel. We don't know how strong them niggas is.
Bro, his dragon form is fucking insane. By the way, whilst he was doing all of this, he was drunk. Actually, he wasn't. Yeah, he was drunk because of the feast.
Those drawn out fight the most. People use those feasts to say he's the strongest. When again, narratively, it just doesn't make sense. It also doesn't help that Kaido is the most physically intimidating person I think we've seen in the story. But Kaido was not an end of series villain. Stronger villains will come. They have to.
I agree, but you can't tell me at that point he's not top 1%.
There will be no narrative significance to anything if all the villains from this point.
Are you saying ever, like in the future?
Are just weaker than Kaido was. Every villain looks
there I can agree.
Good against Luffy.
But right now, yeah.
Because they get to fight the like 3 or 4 times. Of course you're gonna look good if you're knocking Luffy out like 6 times and you're still able to fight.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more.
But oh, here's the real controversial take. I think current Gear 5 Luffy would beat Kaido. If they ran it back right now, Kaido would lose.
Current Gear 5 Luffy. He still has no control over it, so I don't think so. And he also gasses out when he's using that form. So it's gonna be the same thing, bro. I don't know, man.
Kaido would lose.
I'm the type of nigga stand on business, nigga. One man arm against 50, nigga.
And people always make this argument of like, oh, Kaido fought Zoro and Kid and Law who did like 5% damage at most. But even if Kaido was damaged, so was Luffy. Even when he went gear 5, he was still on the verge of passing out. He was still feeling all that damage. It's not like that shit went away. He just got a little boost from his awakening. So like from an argument of how much damage they took, I'd say they were both at about 20%. So even if Kaido came back,
20%. Oh yeah. Nah, he won at 20%. At the time of him fighting, you're telling me Luffy was at 20%? Broski. I'm trying to think what he even done, bro. Did he even beef Big Mom like that? Barely. He was just causing a havoc with him and Kidchi in the main feast. And he just started, then everyone just backed him up. And then he was just running just straight to Kaido for like God knows how long. So he was comfy. He wasn't even beefing niggas like that. The only person I really had to beef was fucking the like one of the dinosaurs. And then Yamato saved him. Well, not even saved him, but just backed him. That's all I remember.
Luffy would still end up beating him. It would be hard.
20% is mental.
It wouldn't be easy, but he would still beat him. Kaido probably dead though, so it don't matter. And for my fifth and final fact, judging One Piece or any long-running manga for that matter, chapter by chapter will always be dumb as fuck. Simply because in a series like One Piece, chapters are not self-contained stories. It is very rare that you'll have a chapter that has its own self-contained story in One Piece, or really in any long-running shonen. And you get this thing where One Piece fans say that, oh, One Piece has gotten boring because we go like 2 or 3 chapters without any crazy hype happening. But if you've ever read any story ever, you know for the sake of the story, they have to get certain things into place and get certain things
100%, bro. Plots have to be, like, you get me, formed for any stories to even take place. So I don't know,
position. One ingredient cannot be judged without the full meal. And I always see people talk about chapters without taking in the context of what they mean to the whole arc. It's really dumb to me, especially in One Piece where we have long arcs where certain things are going to be set up very early and you won't see the end of it until the end of the arc, or maybe even the end of the next arc. And One Piece fans are always jumping the gun, especially about plot points that Oda introduces early and doesn't immediately pay off right in that moment to where they call.
But what makes Oda so good is that if niggas really know, if niggas are really tapped into the One Piece community as of right now, like I'm saying caught up to the manga, everything. Yo, the theories that I am seeing niggas curate. Yo, there's some smart niggas out there, bro. There's some people that, and I can't lie, there's some smart niggas. But people don't realize how fucking this Oda nigga is a freak. The referencing that he's done, I can't lie, how important Skypiea was though. Hey, shit. Oh my god. Mad. The theories I'm seeing with Crocodile, the theories I'm seeing with Mihawk's fucking sword being one of the what's it called, kings and them things there, the weapons from that time, the Void Century. Shit, who knows? But there's the shit that I'm seeing, bro. The main one's about Emu. I can't lie. The main one's about Emu. I don't want to leak too much, but it's deep, bro. It's deep in the way shit, everything connects, and like the symbols of what the government looks like even the symbol of the government is mad. It's mad.
Things drop plot points as if they've never watched One Piece before.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb.
And haven't seen things be introduced in episode 50 and we not find out what they're talking about until episode 300. And there's also this thing that happens in storytelling that I'm gonna call the mid-arc dip. I know there's probably like a technical real term for it, but I'm just gonna call it the mid-arc dip, where like you're not getting that many crazy revelations right now or insane things. At least on its face, you're not getting many insane things, but it's still setting up important things and important information for you to know, to the point where when you get to the end of the arc, those things that happened in the middle that felt insignificant will show their significance. And this is just normal story structure, but I've noticed in the anime manga community, this kind.
I will always stand by this, yeah. I think the start of Whole Cake was really good. Like the whole build up to like the cake party. I think that was so beautifully done. There was just like there was, you get me? There was the Big Mom basically just chasing after us. And then you got fucking Luffy beefing Katakuri. I'm not gonna lie. those two there, broski, I'm not. That was just fries. That was overly fries. Like, bro, that was just too. That's where I realized like why niggas complain so much about the pacing. I was like, yeah, they're actually taking a piss, nigga. I've seen this. They've been chasing fucking Luffy's pirate ship for nearly 20 nigga episodes with the cake on it. So Big Mom just is just chasing after it. Bro, I'm like, what the fuck, man? This is like...
kind of structure really frustrates viewers, and it causes, especially in the One Piece community, this repetitive discourse about, as Oda fell off, did he drop this plot point, he forgot all about this thing, this character gets no love, and it's the same.
Wano into Egghead. That's all I have to say, G. That's all I have to say. Egghead, no, that arc. Oh no. So much was happening in that arc, bro. The way they started off that arc as well was so beautiful. The animation that I'm seeing, I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen fucking Frank. What the fuck is his name? Is it Frankie? Why am I saying Frankie? Oh, I'm going. It is Frankie. Sorry, I started tripping, G. I'm like, yeah, his name, yeah. The way Frankie was moving, G, I'm like, boy. And the way that, Dr. Vegapunk as well, and then you start learning about fucking Kuma's backstory, and then, and then the Gorosei pulls up, and then, bro, so much shit happens, and then you got Princess Vivi also fucking, also being held hostage, but then you find out where the fuck she actually is, and then, oh, bro, it's just, you got Mary Joie, whatever the fuck it's called. All that whole beef as well, bro. That shit is peak. And that's when I started to really just become like a madman when it came to One Piece. Like, I liked One Piece. I liked Wano a lot. Liked the ending of Wano a lot. I didn't even mind Wano. That it was much, in real time, that shit most probably would have been hell. But watching that, it was actually calm. It was calm. But the pacing of Egghead was really nice. Bro, I didn't want that shit to end, man. I can't lie. I didn't want that shit to end. But yeah, like I was saying, Egghead really made me just appreciate, bro, how good he is at telling a story. Like, bro, it just tells, like, when people were saying, at least before Wano, all that shit is filler. Or 1,000 episodes, before that, those 1,000 episodes, that shit's all filler. I'm understanding now. It all makes sense. Because, bro, like, before he was just going to, you feel me? He was going to island. And there was some cool stories. There was cool time, you feel me? It was a nice story, a nice pirate story. But then, now he's getting to the real shit. I'm sorry if I'm yapping, I'm sorry. But I'm passionate about this shit, bro. I'm passionate about One Piece, bro. Like, he's really, the One Piece is actually being told now. And it's gonna keep getting peak. And niggas aren't even ready for God Valley being animated. You're not. You're not ready. Your brain can't even comprehend that. They don't even know who Zebek is. You don't know! Who's Zebek? Bro. Sorry. I'm moving like I'm like some devout Christian G trying to sell you this. I'm not. I didn't think I would find an anime that has touched me like this, bro. I love Naruto in it, but it didn't touch me the way One Piece has. It's the theories that have got me, bro. It's the theories. Nigga telling, yo, shut up, bro. Yo. Oh, stop leaking One Piece to me, bro. Hey, man, you got a mute button, innit? You got a mute button. You can do that for a bit. Just a bit, bro.
Repeat, and they always do this, and it's even worse on.
Nigga,
Twitter now because niggas get paid for engagements. So now they do this shit knowing what they're doing just to get views, but it is what it is. I also think a lot of it comes from people who have been binge reading. Probably people who have picked up
Now you can still watch it, bro. Like, I haven't said nothing.
anime and manga very recently, and literally every series that they've watched or read, they've binge read it or binge watched it. So they haven't had to deal with the drag of week to week when you're just waiting for certain plot points to play out. And I get that, but it's cool, bro. Take your Adderall, calm down, you're gonna be alright. But honestly, for those type of people, I would really recommend letting multiple chapters build up and then just reading them all at once. I know I've started to do that with series like Undead Unluck and My Hero Academia. I just think for certain series it makes it more digestible to read it in chunks like that, but niggas don't be that patient, I already know. But yeah, man, that's all I got for today. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree, and any other things that you think one.
The linear power scaling, I'm fucking hearing. Because, yeah, that's the main thing that I was hearing.
Hey, turn me up, man. Hey, turn me up. Turn me up.